Here we go. Here we go. All right. So this story, as the title says, the Red Lobster Chronicles, and it's already on a playlist. If you lucky enough to discover this series about a couple months later, after I post this one, it's gonna be like at least 70 to 80 videos. This story goes deep. Stories goes deep. I forgot about most of them, but I'll remember incrementally. It probably won't be linear because me and this girl just did so much shit. This is when I was a straight demon, bro, like an actual menace to society. But I'm a man of God now, so I changed. Red Lobster Chronicles Part One: How I Met Red Lobster. Now, who is Red Lobster? All right, Red Lobster is okay. It was my ex girlfriend, crazy as hell. But at the time I was a meth head, so I'm just as crazy, bro. So a little backstory. She was a or is she's an ex stripper, ex dominatrix, ex heroin addict. Like my last two main girls, the ones I actually cared about, not no side trash. They were both heroin addicts and shit like that. One of them was active. Red Lobster wasn't active. But I mean, I can't shit on Red Lobster because at the time I was a fucking at the time I was a meth head, cocaine addy, scammer, drug dealer, for real, for real. So I knew her for about, or we were engaged for about, not engaged, we were in relations for about 3 years. I haven't talked to her in about a year and 2 months, which is that's good because I mean I don't know what I do if I see her again. You be like, oh, what's wrong with this crazy bitch? I'm just giving you a synopsis. I remember one time the dude is in the story, Dakota, his bitch ass. I hope your bitch ass watching this. Um, he's like a retarded dude, smart, autistic guy. I mean, one time we rode that nigga for 15 bands. I remember I caught my first DUI. She took all the drug charges. When we used to call each other Zany and Clyde. Like, I swear to God, bro. And it was really like that, bro. Like straight, yeah, straight like that, man. Yeah, and then I just killed a troll warlord. This is quick synopsis. This is a jug game. We ended up losing. I go like 19 and like I missed 14 minutes in. I'm already 8-0. Look at the net worth. Uh, but I think we ultimately lose because of Spirit Breakers. Really good Spirit Breaker. Really good Dire. Really good Dire in general. But that Spirit Breaker is actually insane. I think it goes Dagon 5. But yeah. Damn, dude, that's Dagon level 14. Who fed him? Yeah, no, like look at the net worth disparity. Like Dyer has top four heroes net worth. I'm the only one on my team top five. Really crazy. But yeah, we used to. This one I was trapping. This was 2022. This was I met her at 21. Whatever it was. I don't know how I know this. The first night I met her, it was Johnny Walker versus Jamal Hill. Whatever date that was, February 21, 26, one of the two, when his goofy ass got knocked out. Yeah, but ultimately, like, I got this bitch pregnant and shit like that. Uh, yeah, and she was cool too, and she used to move my shit like, and I mean, I sold her for like over a decade. And out of like the I don't say millions, dozen people I met, she was the best runner, bro. You just that shit crazy, like really. So how did I meet her? All right, so my friend Hannah, I'm putting everybody real names in here. Real names here. I ain't gonna say your last name for suit for defamation, bitch. Uh, yeah, my friend Hannah, it was like a golf night or some shit. And Red Lobster went up to her, and I actually call her Red Lobster. You may ask why. Because because one time she's like, oh, we should go to Red Lobster. I'm like, you dumb bitch. I ain't gonna pay for your ass. I used to I'm a naturally very disrespectful person, like very disrespectful. But yeah, and I just gave her the name Red Lobster. But yeah. At one point, because I did YouTube since, not obviously not this, I did YouTube since I was 12. I had about 17 million views on my main channel and 2,000 videos. I did it, like, you literally watched me grow up. I'm just giving you the precursor for the whole series. And eventually, at the end of this, she deleted my whole YouTube channel. And YouTube has no account recovery. I never got it back. 17 years of my life gone, bro. Yeah, I would get 60,000 views a month, and I didn't really upload the last 2 years because I was in the streets. Yeah. Well, I was gonna kill the bitch, but I couldn't find a ride. And I ain't gonna Uber over there, nigga. If I Uber there, nigga, the DA gonna have an easy case. Like, I swear to God, this is actual real shit. So there's that golf night, and she was like, "Oh, you know anybody who sells drugs?" And Hannah was like, "Yeah," and she was like, "Nah, not like 50 pills or 100 pills." She was like, "Yeah, I know somebody." No, I'm talking about like 1,000 pills. Yeah, I know somebody. Yeah, put you on with your boy, bro. I'm telling you, bro. So she hit me up on Snapchat. And she was like, "Oh, you got a little coke?" Cause I ain't no dummy. If you ask for like a half ounce of coke, I don't know if you a fed. She asked for a ball, and I didn't have many. But my boy Steve, it ain't his real name, but like this the only boy, this the only person I talk to now out of all my cause I knew criminals for 13 years, and like I can't associate with criminals. So I'm gonna do, and it's not like I'm influenced by other people. No, nigga, I make you get influenced by me. I'm a natural. I don't make. I naturally. I'm a pretty smart guy. I said I don't really make good long-term decisions. Like really, I really don't. Hence why she got pregnant and was fucking doing meth and shit. First trimester, nigga. But yeah. I'm just giving you a synopsis. Cause I'm expecting you listen to this playlist from the beginning. I'm telling you, listen to one episode on your way to work, way back from work. It's crazy. All right, so we meet up at my boy's apartment. She's like, "Oh, you got a ball, an 8 ball?" Like nigga, like to this day, I don't even know how much a quarter or an eighth costs. Cause I used to just sell coke by the ounce. I really can't tell you. I don't. I forget. I have to ask my black boy. Cause I don't. I sold. I sold a lot of shit. That's another story, bro. So I rode to my boy Josh's house. Oh damn! I don't care. I know 5 Josh. Sorry, Steve. My bad, bro. uh, uh, with Dakota, that's the he'll come up. He'll come up all the time. Yeah, I hate that nigga. Yeah. All right. So we get to my boy Josh's house, and at the time, this is the first time I meet her. She was like, I thought she was like 21. Turns out this girl's 5 years older than I am. She's a cute little Italian chick. Probably like a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, like a short little thing. I'm like 5'10". She like 5'2", I think, something like that. But I told her right. And oh yeah, Steve. Steve, when we first met him, we went in your house, and we saw you had your setup at like an old apartments. Bro, I ain't never told you that she called you grandma's boy for the whole time. All right, if you want to know why, look at grandma's boy. She was like, he had a computer set up like grandma's boy, so I called him grandma's boy. I ain't never told you that. But anyway, I rode over there with Dakota because I had my license, I didn't have a car, and this dude's and Steve hated Dakota. So and Dakota was he took like 5 Xans. He just got out of rehab. We go over there, like he picked me up from my house out of rehab. The Xans are kicking in. He's swerving. I said, "Nigga, stop it at McDonald's." So we stopped at McDonald's. And Steve, and he was, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I had a lot of friends OD and shit like that, not die. But he was, I ain't gonna lie, he was pretty much ODing in the car, and I just left his bitch ass in the car because Steve was like, "I hate this nigga." I was like, "All right, bro, it's your car, your Xannies, sit your ass in this car." And it was like daylight when he was in the car for like 5 hours, but I just left that nigga in there. So after I said her that, I got a little nervous. I said, "Damn, I don't want to make it awkward." So like whenever shit get awkward with a girl, I'll say something so off-putting. I said, "Hey, you want to go rob my friend?" This how crazy this hoe was. She said, "Yeah." So we commenced Grand Theft Auto, bro. That's why I don't like the game Grand Theft Auto, because I rather live it in real life. I'm dead serious, bro. I was stupid. I really just do it in real life. Like, what are you talking about? No, like heist and everything, bro. No, like me and her used to do home invasions and shit like that. Like, yeah, she was like a good buddy of mine, bro. Like for real. Yeah, but no, now she's my arch nemesis, bro. Like straight up. And the sad part is she delete my YouTube channel. I think about it at least twice a day, 10 times a day. Yeah, and the thing is, like, I forgive her because the more the story goes on, you'll understand that I was in the wrong. And I don't give a fuck. But yeah, so pretty much we go in this car. I put this nigga in the passenger seat of his own car because I was driving. And this nigga hate my ass today. He got me blocked on every single thing. I don't care. I'm like, good. It's good if you block me, because if I get broke again, I'm gonna rob you. But yeah, that's the next story is probably Operation Wishbone. It's when why is it called Operation Wishbone? Because I cleaned that nigga like a wishbone. Like really, yeah. Like this girl was insane, bro. She had 2 suitcases full of prescription drugs. Not even like psychoactive drugs, like her medicine, bro. Like it was just crazy. Yeah, I'm just as crazy. I don't need medicine. I was just on narcotics, nigga. All of them. No, and the crazy thing is, all right, so we go. So I was like, "Oh, you want to rob my friend?" It's some shit out of a movie. I swear to God, this happened. So we go in there, and I think this nigga peed in his own seat, and she was like, "Oh, I think this nigga peed." She was like, "Oh, I'm small enough to fit in the trunk." So she just met me. She gets in the trunk of this dude's car I'm driving. She said, "Can you take me to my friend's house?" And my other girl, she was a heroin addict. And I saw the sign. She was like, "Oh, I'm a little drunk." And I'm like, soon she said when I first walked up on, "Oh, I'm a little drunk." I said, "Bitch, you don't hear him," because my ex said the same thing when I first met her. She said, "Oh, I'm a little drunk." And I'm very perceptive. Like I'll understand what somebody means based on their pauses, their inflections. Like I watch this kid, watch this, bop, save his ass. That's my boy Spell. I'm playing with Nature's Prophet. That dude Spell's trash, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but he my boy. He always invites me out 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, bro, I work, cause I work at like 3:30 in the morning. I said, bro, I got work. And but yeah. So she's like, okay, drop me at my friend's house. So I kicked the code out of the car. I mean, cause if I'm your boy, I expect you to kick me. I don't care if I'm ODing. I expect you to kick me out the car too if you trying to get some pussy. I was about to blow this bitch mouth out and back out. Yeah. So I die here so bad. Abaddon didn't do anything. I mean, I think Abaddon did have lads, but it's just I can't stand. I should have got nullified for the Necrophos when he is ethereal state, just because I don't have magic damage. But yeah. So she's like, okay, drop me from my friend's house, and I was like, I call her Nicole for a long time. That was my ex-girlfriend name. Cause I mean she had just like her. She's like, okay, drop my friend's house. I said, I've been here before, not the house. So I've been in this situation. I said, oh, this girl's getting heroin, and she was on heroin that night. And I was thinking, cause it was like dark, and I can't. And I thought she was like 21. I said, I'm gonna have to ID this bitch whenever I fuck her. So I get to I drop her at the dude's house. I'm in mind you, I'm in a stolen vehicle. I'm in a vehicle. I didn't know the vehicle was stolen, bro. I didn't know the vehicle was stolen. I'm like, bro, cause it was his dad's car, and his dad reported stolen because he didn't pay it. So I'm driving around in a stolen vehicle, straight Grand Theft Auto, bro. Yeah. Straight GTA. Yeah, so So like I get to the car. Like mine's just an apartment complex. I left the code in, right? And my boy lived on the second floor of somewhere in the middle. I dropped him off on the opposite side of the apartment building. Somehow this retarded ass nigga found my boy, and my boy had like a quarter pound of coke in the house. He's retarded too. He's retarded but smart, like I'll say retarded. But yeah, and meanwhile I'm waiting. She's taking like 5-7 minutes, bro. In this dude house, I'm like, oh, she's behind drugs. And then apparently, meanwhile, at the same time, Dakota's like, Steve, my bad, bro. He's like, Steve, why do you hate me? He's like, and then like, this is at the same time I was waiting in the parking lot. And I said, hold on, bro, I ain't no simp. I said, why am I in this car? At the same time I was having a thought, Steve texts me, paragraph. I said, oh damn, that nigga found out where he lived. He was cussing me out too, bro. He was like, I know Steve for like, hold on, I'm 30. I knew Steve for like 23 years. Yeah, we met in 4th grade, shit, or 22 years, something like that. He was like, bro, after that, I almost stopped fucking with you. He's like, you made my block hot. I said, I ain't made your block hot. He made your block hot. Yeah, I mean, he was yelling. Why do you hate me? Because he's on Xanax. I thought he died, or I thought he was. No, I mean, because if you don't die in the first 2 hours, you good. Like, as terrible as that makes sound. But yeah. And she I'm like, oh damn. Paragraph. I said, damn, but let me try this. I was like, hold on, I ain't no sucker for one. I said, I'm committing a felony. I didn't even know. I said, I ain't committing no felony for this hoe I just fucking hit a lick on. I think I made like $70 cause I split it with my boy. He want my shit. My shit was coming in. So I'm going, I drive back to the apartment. She texts me, you left me? And I was like, I ain't no sucker, bro. What are you talking about? And she was trying to feel if I was a sucker for a while. And I didn't smashing her for like 8 months. Just cause I was like, okay, if I stick my dick in her, she already crazy. I can perceive you by your eyes. I was like, oh, she already crazy. I'm gonna stick my dick in her. I was like, yeah, she already crazy. So I was like, I ain't gonna shit where I eat. I said, damn, but like I'll give this bitch like 500 Adderall. She moved that shit in like 2 weeks. Insane. Give me 2 racks on the back end, nigga. Yeah. I'm like, damn. We made it. I mean, we probably ran up like, I'll say 100 racks. Yeah, 100 racks. Yeah, that's not a lot. That's like 30,000 a year. Well, way more than that. Cause I never really ever sold her less than 250 pills. So, cause she used to move Xannies and Addies, and and I used to get them shits by the boat, nigga. Yeah, I don't even know Christopher. But yeah. So I get back. I didn't even see Steve. He knew he was mad at me. He was like, bro, I was about to block you. Yeah, my whole team gets wiped. This one the game changes, bro. These smokers, Abaddon can't do anything. They gonna slow me. They got a sentry right there to see me. I use my Omni Slash just try to delay it, but yeah, they just kill me. The Storm Spirit was trash, but yeah, I just get smoked here. PL was all never in the map. PL is one of the reasons we lost. Don't know why you try to roll to 1v5. Yeah, but pretty much, I go back to the apartment. She's like, "You left me?" Well, I didn't respond. And then he's like, I left him outside. I left him outside, so I pick him up. And I let him, of course he's sitting his own piss. And I went to go back to pick her up because I was like, I'm gonna take this hoe back to the house and I'm about to go send this bitch to God, bro. So and he's out of it, and this dude's a lame dude. I'm glad when I first met him, I'm glad I robbed him and stuff like that, because I was like, I hope you don't think this is my friend. You know what I'm saying? He was a good dude, but I mean, the next story is understand. I mean, I think it was like an anniversary. We had like because we dated for like 2 weeks, but we was pretty much together for like 3 years. You know what I'm saying? We was pretty much together for like 3 years or something like that. And I actually did care about her a lot. But I mean, that's when I got really hooked on meth and shit like that. So I couldn't even think straight. And I thought I was. It's the insane part. Deadly drug. Don't do it. And I'm saying I make the series or all my videos. Don't do drugs because you will like it. You be tripping. Come on, man. Like you be tripping. Don't do it. Don't do narcotics. If you haven't, don't do it because you will love it. I'm telling you. Yeah. So I get put the code in that car, his own car. Imagine you ODing and you ain't driving your car. I make you sit back in the piss, and I go back to pick her up because I'm about to baptize her real quick. I'm about to baptize this hoe real quick. So pretty much, yeah. So pretty much I think she get in the back seat. This dude had like a 2-door, cause he just got kicked out of his house, so the back was full of shit. She got in the trunk again. I'm like, bitch, I could have kidnapped your ass, like for real. And the thing is, like, I really could have kidnapped this hoe. But I go back to my house, right? And apparently, she was like, this chick's hilarious, like funny. When she was like, "Oh, I'm legally blind." I thought she was talking about divine. I'm legally blind, but she actually was like -3 and went on -6, and so is he. He's like, they both negative. That nigga negative IQ. That nigga negative aura, lame ass. But yeah, so I pull up in my house, right? I think just my brother was home. So I had the same tactic again. I'm gonna leave this nigga on the other side of the neighborhood. He don't know where I stay, bro. Yeah. Cause like to prevent myself to get robbed all these years, when I used to go to my house, I used to drive, cause there's only 2 ways in my neighborhood, my old neighborhood. I would drive in and do a maze for like 3 extra minutes. And and I used to so pretty much I left the code out in other side of the neighborhood, other side of the street. So I was like, oh, I'm about to baptize her. So we in her room and we just chilling. Cause she said she played bass. I knew this girl for 3 years. She had like a Fender P bass or J bass, pretty good bass. But it's funny because I never even heard her play. So I was playing James Brown and shit like that. Soul Power. I love that bass line. I love that song. But yeah, pretty much. I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to smash her. So, and as soon as I'm about to kiss her, right? Somehow this nigga I don't know why I left my door unlocked, my front door. He walk in my house. I said, this nigga be caught blocking like crazy, bro. You ain't gonna let me steal your car. You ain't gonna let me steal your car and shit, bro. Like, come on, man. And we robbed this nigga so much. It was a quarterly anniversary for us. I mean, we robbed a nigga like 10 times, bro. I swear to God. Yeah, no, well over 10 times. I'm lying. But he was a lick. I was trying to help. I'm of the opinion, if you get scammed or robbed, it's a good thing because it teaches you a lesson. But this nigga retarded. Yeah, but pretty much, yeah. He also man, this man cock blocked me, and then when I dropped him off, he said, "Oh, I dropped my glasses," and then I said he'd be all right. Cause I was like, come in the house, he'd be all right, and he can't see without his glasses. I don't care, bro. Do you film him? Come on, yo, Shaggy looking ass. He look like Shaggy too. Yeah, no, he said when he went to jail, they call him Harry Potter. But yeah. So after that, and then it's funny because I thought this is how zooted I was out my mind. Because we became really good friends after for like the whole 3 years, you know. And she, I was like, yeah, when I first met you, I was like, because I didn't know he was gonna rob me. She was like, I took zigzags. She was like, you idiot. That's why I took a picture on Snapchat so it has the metadata. She's like, I knew where you stayed at. I'm like, oh dang, that's smart. Cause when I got in there, she's like, oh, let's take a picture. I'm like, what? And just so you can see, where I lived at, just in case I killed her or something. I'm like, just in case I harmed you. You got in the trunk of my friend's stolen car twice. What you talking about? If I robbed, like, yeah, you put yourself in bad situations all the time. So we was like a troublesome pair. No monster hunter. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. But yeah, this just this is the intro of how I met Red Lobster. Yeah, and I mean, and if you hear this first episode, just stick around. Just stick around. It's gonna be probably 40 to 80 videos on just on the series. I'll make a playlist out of it and everything. But yeah, that's just I'm just laying the foundation for this. But yeah, anyway, it's a CEO at the Love Factory. Oh yeah, I forgot. Shout out to the Great Depression.